following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
And welcome back to Spring Hill, Kansas for a beautiful evening for some girls varsity Kansas soccer matchup between tonight's hosts, the Spring Hill Broncos, and the visiting Lansing Lions. Tonight, the Broncos will look to improve on their home record, going from, they are up against the Lansing Lions, who are 6-1 on the season. The Spring Hill Broncos, of course, are 8-7 on the season, so a win here tonight will push them even farther from a 500 record into that plus category of wins. A loss here, of course, would mean that they fall to 8-8. So all things are on the line. The Broncos have not had a 500 record on a season in quite some time, so they will look to ensure that that streak stays alive. Welcome into Spring Hill Sports Live. I am Tristan Jordan on the call and camera and stream and all of that good stuff this evening. We will be getting our starting lineups for you here momentarily. We've seen Spring Hill on quite the tear as of late, with an exception of their last loss on Friday, a 4-3 loss away at Hayden. Although they did come off of a mercy rule victory to Bonner Springs on last Thursday, and last Tuesday they beat Baldwin away as well. So a nice build of mixed emotions coming in. 4 wins out of their last 6 matches. Certainly stuff to be proud of from the Broncos. They have had some interesting streaks here and there, allowing a goal away or at home to an Ottawa team that has certainly struggled to get any type of confidence on the season. So that was a note from the coaching staff that they weren't incredibly thrilled with, although going 10 goals up against any side, regardless as to how many you allow, is certainly something to be proud of. But it's something that a certain standard has been set here in Spring Hill, and that simply won't cut it, allowing a goal to a quote-unquote inferior opposition. Not quoting the coaches, quoting my own brain there. So we will be right back with our starting lineups and a little bit more analysis for our pregame show. So keep it locked right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
You've been in there over 30 minutes. You don't pay the water bill, get out.
Wouldn't it be great if you could control your internet usage like other utilities?
I can.
No, I mean if you could control how much usage there was so you could save yourself money, like with water.
Yeah, I know. I already can with Go Brawly.
Oh, well, now you can. With the all-new app from Go Brawly, you'll have complete control from anywhere. Visit GoBrawley.com to learn more.
Cardinal Glass in Spring Hill is now hiring. Cardinal Glass is a great place to land with immediate openings for production technician starting at $19.01 with a $1 premium for evening hours. Also hiring warehouse and maintenance technicians. Cardinal Glass provides competitive wages and great benefits, including medical, dental, life, health savings, and monthly profit sharing. Call 913-592-6100. Walk-ins are welcome at their facility on North Webster Road in Spring Hill or visit them online at cardinalcorp.com. Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. Or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
First Option Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And welcome back to Spring Hill, Kansas for tonight's girls varsity soccer matchup between the Spring Hill Broncos and the Lansing Lions. Welcome to your pregame show, which is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. Special thank you to Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning for sponsoring our pregame show. And in our pregame show, we have some area matchups that we're going to break down. And the area matchups are brought to you by Apex Massage Therapy. Massage isn't just a luxury. It's a way to a happier, healthier life. Kylie at Apex Massage Therapy knows your aches and pains may be the same as others, but your treatment plan doesn't have to be. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-575-1079. Apex Massage Therapy, 913-575-1079. Tonight's girls soccer action around the Frontier League. We have Leavenworth at Baldwin, Tonganoxie playing host to J.C. Harmon, Baser Linwood hosting a very strong Lewisburg team, and Ottawa are playing away at Chanute. Those last two games should certainly be a pretty good games to keep our eyes on. We'll try to get you some scores around halftime as we get going. But now it's time to talk about our starting lineups, which are brought to you by America's Heartland Collection. From antiques to live plants, you never know what you're going to find to add to your own personal collection. Let us spark your curiosity at America's Heartland Collection, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5 at 305 South Webster. Our starting lineups for the visiting Lions: number 1, J.C. Burris; number 2, Melanie Sturmer; number 6, Kylene Hensley; number 7, Sarah Hedberg; number 8, Sophia Bonowitz; number 9, Adida Garza; number 11, Anya Anderson; number 13, Makaria Hemker; number 14, Reese Alfdenberg; number 15, Josie Denny; and in goal, Brianna Kraus. Now for the Spring Hill Broncos starting lineup. In goal, number 0, Avery Young; number 2, Veronica Ferris. Number 3, Elizabeth Williams. Number 6, Jessica Russo. Number 7, Olivia Infante. Number 9, Elsie Sprague. Number 10, Izzy Ferris. Number 15, Gracie Oppo. Number 18, Haley Bergman. Number 19, Ella Buckles. And number 20, Peyton Vogelbacher. And we will be right back with some keys to the game on the second edition of this pregame show. Keep it right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Your locally owned hometown Allstate agent is Libby Clark, now at her new location in downtown Spring Hill. Libby and her staff are passionate about the people they serve, helping them protect what matters most. With 24-hour customer service and options for online and in-person appointments, the Libby Clark Agency is the small-town agent you've grown to love, with the experience and products you'd expect from an industry-recognized premier agency. Visit them at their new location in downtown Spring Hill, just 1 block off Main on Hale, or call 913-686-6205.
Welcome back to your pregame show, brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. We're going to talk about some keys to the game, which are brought to you by Spring Hills Chiropractic and Acupuncture. The key to a better quality of life is making Spring Hill Chiropractic part of your health and wellness plan. Spring Hill Chiropractic, Dr. Daniel Harding strives to make it as easy and affordable as possible to get the care you need for the whole family. Learn more at springhillchiropractor.com or call 913-592-3541. So a key to the game, as Spring Hill are coming into this 8-7 up against the Lansing Lions, who are 6-6-1. One team, the Spring Hill Broncos, coming in with 4 wins out of their last 6. The opposing Lions just 3 wins out of their last 6, but only 1 win in their last 3. A mercy rule against them away at Seaman, Topeka Seaman. Actually, that was home, welcoming Topeka Seaman into their own grounds. This team is trying to bounce back. They bounced back against Turner from Kansas City away in KC on Thursday of last week. So they're going to try to keep that ball rolling here today as they are away against the Broncos. The Broncos, key to the game here, you're asking me? I have an answer for you. You ready for this? We're going to try to keep it simple. Pass around in the backfield. Play out of the back. Build out of the back. That is what they have had the most success with when playing against teams that maybe they should beat. Maybe there'll be a little bit of competition here. Both teams with similar records coming into this matchup, so certainly something to keep an eye on will be Spring Hill's ability to make those simple passes. We know they can when they're given space against an inferior opponent. The question is, will the Lions be able to step up to this task and apply that pressure early? The Broncos are going to want to do the same. They're going to want to draw a high line of confrontation. You hear me talk about that all the time on our broadcasts. The higher up that line of confrontation is, the more frazzled your opponent will be when under that pressure, and just more and more pressure that you can heap onto your opposition, the better chance you will have at coming away victorious and getting a couple of counterattacking goals at that from some spilled mistakes in passing of your opponents. So we will be right back with the actual broadcast of the game. We appreciate you tuning in to this pregame show brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. We'll be right back. Keep it right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Glass in Spring Hill is now hiring. Cardinal Glass is a great place to land with immediate openings for production technician starting at $19.01 with a $1 premium for evening hours. Also hiring warehouse and maintenance technicians. Cardinal Glass provides competitive wages and great benefits, including medical, dental, life, health savings, and monthly profit sharing. Call 913-592-6100. Walk-ins are welcome at their facility on North Webster Road in Spring Hill or visit them online at cardinalcorp.com.
And welcome back to Spring Hill, Kansas for this girls varsity high school soccer matchup between the Broncos of Spring Hill High School and the Lions from Lansing High School. The Lions will get kickoff first. They're in white, attacking from left to right on your screen, while the home team Broncos will be in purple with the yellow numbers, attacking from right to left on your screen. It's time for the opening kickoff, which is brought to you by Seats Incorporated. Kick off your new career with Seats Incorporated in Spring Hill. Seats is a leader in the manufacturing of quality seating and accessories for vehicles with competitive wages and benefits. To see all of their openings or to apply online, go to seatsinc.com. Center Official is ready to go, as are we up in the booth, and we are underway here in Spring Hill on a beautiful evening. It is 64 degrees and sunny out here. It will drop a little bit temperature-wise as Spring Hill quickly regained possession off of the kickoff. Obviously not starting with the ball, but claiming it off of the kickoff, clearing it away for a throw-in for the Lions early on. Header won in the midfield by Izzy Ferris. Infante trying to dribble out of the pressure, playing it forward for Williams. She's not going to be able to get there, but is applying that pressure, as I stated in the pregame show, forcing a clearance early from the Lions. Throw in deep in their attacking third now for the Broncos. It's moments like this where them being able to execute, them being the Broncos, being able to execute on these opportunities, the defensive frenetic pace that they apply into their attacking third forces a few mistakes from their opponents, at least historically. So already here, 2 throw-ins in their attacking third. Nice nutmegging pass there from Infante to find Williams. Her back pass to Infante is cut out and cleared away for a third throw-in for the Broncos down in their attacking third. So not a whole lot going on, but what is going on is all in favor of the girls in purple. Oppo's forward pass is cut out and then cleared away for another throw-in. Clearly Lansing early here accepting this pressure, simply relieving themselves of it as needed, trying to get the ball cleared away. Nice forward pass from Vogelbacher looking for Williams, and it's just a bit overcooked, maybe a little too soon for Williams to be getting that kind of pace on her wheels. And that will go out and behind for a goal kick. Brianna Kraus gets her first action of the game, goalkeeper for Lansing. Kraus doesn't actually take the goal kick, excuse me. The Lions trying to make progress down the middle of the pitch. Nice idea with the slicing pass, but Oppo read it all the way home. Infante playing it forward. It goes off of a Lansing defender, out for a throw-in. Williams takes it quickly, looking for Vogelbacher in the middle of the pitch. She sidesteps one defender, playing it forward for Ferris. It's behind her. Ferris is still able to get to it. In the box, cutting it back, looking to the top of the box. She has Russo on the baseline. Intends the pass for Sprague instead. It gets cleared away, out for a throw-in on the far side. So, parry after parry go the Lions defenders, simply denying any forward progress that gets too close to the box. Closest opportunity was the forward pass for Veronica Ferris, which was a bit behind her. Able to regain possession, though. Here's Infante. Vogelbacher calling for the ball. Great weighted pass from Infante. Vogelbacher goes down in the box. She's gripping at her leg. Official says play on. Sprague wins it back in the midfield. Lansing tries to get a touch, but it's cut out by Oppo. Vogelbacher still down in the box. Center official calls for a stoppage of play and stoppage of the clock. We're going to take this time to take a quick timeout. We're going to hope that Vogelbacher is okay, but we will be right back right after this.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
And welcome back to Spring Hill Sports Live. Vogelbacher able to walk off mostly under her own control. Looks like she may have just gotten caught up by the turf monster there in the box. So referee will get this ball back into play via a drop ball at the middle of the pitch. It'll be a Spring Hill ball. Infante will collect off of the resumption of play. Back to Oppo. Sends it to the middle for Bergman. Broncos playing out of the back now, simply trying to maintain possession. Buckles over to Rousseau and back to Buckles. Good idea there from the center back, trying to play it forward, finding the space in the between the lines. Foul called on the Broncos. Lions will get a free kick in their defensive half. It's nice to see some consistency from the Broncos in their lineup. They've maintained essentially the same lineup, bar injuries and other absences all season long, running their traditional 4-3-3. 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, and of course 3 attackers, with Vogelbacher always as the point, the northernmost point in that attacking spear. Gracie Oppo with some nice defensive play, poking the ball into the middle. Handball calls center official on Elizabeth Williams. Free kick awarded to the visitors. Ball's put back into play. It's headed by Oppo. Still in a dangerous position, though. Lansing play it in towards the top of the box. It's cleared away by Sprague. Infante using her skill well. Loses out in the end. But thanks to the pressure from Izzy Ferris, Broncos had it back for a second. The Lions now trying to play through the middle of the park. They had a runner in the middle, but it was nice pressure from Buckles. Sprague is down after that beautiful pass intended for Ronnie Ferris. She had Williams, but got tripped up by the defender. Estes on the far side coming in for the injured Vogelbacher, shifting Ferris into the center position. Estes still on the ball. Finally gets muscled off of it by the Lansing defender. Bit of a stalemate there. And the throw-in will be awarded to the Lions. Good counterattack opportunity there from the Broncos as Ronnie Ferris received the ball. She had acres of space to play the ball for Elizabeth Williams before she was closed down on by the Lansing defenders. Rousseau coming all the way into the attacking third to win this ball. Sprague back to Ferris. Ferris's return pass is cut out. Only as far as Rousseau. Sprague now. Sprague on the edge of the box goes down. No call. Ball's cleared back to Buckles at the midway line. Buckles trying to force it forward. It's picked up by Infante. Forward pass from Rousseau was good idea, good placement, just a little overcooked, and Ferris couldn't quite get onto the end of it. It's picked up by the keeper, whose clearance is blocked by Ferris, but falls to the foot of the left fullback for the visitors. Foul called on Olivia Infante. So free kick here in the attacking half for the Broncos. Their first opportunity of this match to get something going off of a set piece. Bergman will take. Opts for the short ball for Oppo. Infante. Forward to Ferris. Izzy Ferris returns the pass. It will be blocked away for a Broncos throw. They should be rather familiar with this portion of the pitch as they had 4 or 5 throw-ins early on in this match. Just adding another tally to this early stat. Williams trying to find Infante off the wing, and it will be blocked away for a Lions throw-in. Well done there from the visitors to alleviate themselves of pressure, but not looking too frantic in doing so. Infante tries to apply the pressure. It's picked up by the visitors. Good curling pass there. Just in front of the Broncos defense, so Lansing not able to get the counterattack moving. They do have space on the far side. Good pressure from Estes forces a turnover. Rousseau's forward pass is blocked by the Lions. Buckles not allowing any forward progression to get past her. You see that shift there as Buckles had was stepping forward on the right fullback space in that positional area. Rousseau shifted into the center back role. Early in this season, you would not have seen that type of movement from the back line, that almost total football styling where anybody can play anywhere. But Rousseau exhibiting some nice skill there as Ferris tries to do the same, cutting it back onto her right foot, looking for the shot. Pressure was applied too soon. She loses out. Good pressure from Izzy Ferris, forces the turnover. Oppo setting it down line, intended for Elizabeth Williams. It's a bit too curling of a ball, and that will curl out of play. Throw in to the visitors. Williams looking central. Vogelbacher's not on the pitch, so there was not a body there, although Ferris wins out. Nice pullback there. Playing it forward, intended for Estes. She'll get there, into the box, looking for the shot, and it's blocked. Fantastic opportunity there as the makeshift striker, number 2, Ronnie Ferris, able to turn on that ball, wiggle her way out of the pressure, play it forward, cutting through the lines of the defense, intending for McKenna Estes, who's able to get onto the end of that ball. Nice strike, but not good enough. Blocked out for a corner kick. Olivia Infante at the corner flag to take this. Broncos trying to pull ahead here within the first 10 minutes. Beautiful curling ball to the 6. It goes through everyone. McKenna Estes will gather on this near touchline. Playing it in towards the box. It's collected by the keeper. And crisis averted for the visitors. Lions doing a nice job of maintaining their cool on that corner kick. It was a beautiful cross sent into the box. Ferris picks this up off of the keeper's boot, looking for the strike with a right foot. Takes a deflection off a center back, and into the midfield it goes. Lions trying to garner a counterattack this time. Oppo not letting it happen and clears that ball to the far side. Estes will collect. Nice central pass for Ferris, who sends it back. Estes looking for the cross. Able to cut it back towards the byline, and she is muscled off of the ball. That'll be a goal kick. So Broncos doing a nice job of getting into good opportunities, creating a bit of pressure here and there against their opposition. It has been all Broncos in this first half. The Lions haven't had hardly anything in their attacking half. So the first 10 minutes certainly go to the home team. Ferris called for a foul that time following the goal kick. Free kick to the Lions. The question is whether or not the Broncos will be able to execute on at least one of these opportunities. They're clearly the stronger side in this early portion of the game. Rousseau cutting out the free kick, sending it forward, intended for Ferris. It's cut out by the back line. Good positioning that time from the visitors. Good hold-up play from their striker as they try to send it forward for their 10, that attacking midfielder. Williams cuts it out on this near side, and it's blocked away. Throw in for the Broncos. They take it quickly. Infante collects, sending it forward, intended for Williams. Williams to the middle, looking for Izzy Ferris. Ferris, the nice pull back, sending it forward for Williams. Williams with her left foot takes the strike, and it's into the back of the net, but she's offside. Although the ball is in the net, she was offside on that return pass from Ferris. Good idea there. Clearly they heard me asking the question if they could execute. They did, but illegally so the score will remain 0-0 as this ball gets put back into play. Lions trying to play out of the back here, and they will forfeit possession in the process. Infante to Ferris. Izzy Ferris, that is. Up to Ronnie Ferris. A bit of the Ferris wheel going on here in Spring Hill. Forward pass for Estes. Cutting it back, looking for her left-footed strike. Sprague with the right foot, and it's parried down. Keeper can't control it. It goes out of play for a corner kick. This will be taken by, you guessed it, number 7, Olivia Infante. She has been a free kick specialist for this roster all season long, and the Broncos certainly have enjoyed her service. Not always able to make use of it, though, as witnessed from the first corner kick of the match. If this second delivery is anything like the first, surely this will find the back of the net. It is a little bit further in the box, deeper towards the top. Lions trying to pass out of their own box. They will not be able to do so successfully. Infante applying the pressure over by the far side corner flag. Wins out on the second time of asking. Estes' pass intended for Russo, who's typically a right back, all the way in that forward line. Just demonstrating how dominant the Broncos are being in the attack. Good idea there from the Lions, trying to switch the play a little bit, but it's read easily by Oppo, whose forward pass is in return also read. Good pressure from the left winger, Elizabeth Williams, but good strength from Sturmer, who's able to stay on the ball, sending it to the other side. Again, the Lions using their target forward, holding up play with a strong body up top, and then distributing back in towards the midfield as needed in an effort to simply maintain possession. Elsie Sprague will be fouled, and the free kick is awarded to the Broncos. You see Infante down on your pitch, but she is just tying her shoe. Rousseau back to Buckles. Trying to send it forward that time. Rousseau cutting this out. Infante back on her feet now, gets into possession. 1-2 with Bergman, who's asking for the ball back. Instead, the ball will be played forward for Williams, but it is a heavy pass, and it will be easily collected by the visiting goalkeeper, Kraus. Hensley, Kylene Hensley, number 6, the target striker, as you've seen me, as you have heard me refer to her as. She's been the northernmost attack for the visitors. Nice cutout that time for Ronnie Ferris. She's able to find Williams this time, who sends it back. Ferris sending it forward, looking for Infante. It's cut out and blocked back up towards Hensley. Good block there from Bergman. Sending it forward for Infante. Infante back to Bergman. Bergman, nice pass that time. Finding Williams on the wing, cutting it back, looking for the cross with the right foot, setting it in, and it's blocked by the first defender. And if that clearance doesn't tell you what's going on in this match, I don't know what will. That was a frantic clearance, simply acres of space on the defender and just trying to alleviate themselves the stress and anxiety of having this much purple in their defensive third as the Broncos continue to bake on this pressure, trying to garner something in their attacking third, trying to find the back of the net again, but this time legally. Ferris forward for her sister Izzy, and that will be overcooked and out for a goal kick. Kraus will wait at her goal line as this ball will be put back in play by number 9, Adita Garza. Couple more shoes that need to be tied. Number 13 needing to be subbed off here, Makaria Hemker. Not quite sure what the reasoning is, but the visitors don't quite have a sub ready to go on. They will do a bit of a restructuring of formation here during this goal kick, but early on, the Broncos certainly applying copious amounts of pressure and not quite anything to show for it. 17 minutes in, and it has been all Broncos. Only twice has the ball crossed that halfway line, and almost as soon as it passes the line, it is immediately going the other direction in possession of a girl in purple. Good pass forward from Ferris, intended for Williams. It's blocked away, and that will go out for a goal kick. It's worth a note that Garza's goal kicks don't seem to be much of a benefit, as well as the drop kicks from Kraus once she collects it in the goal. Every single one of these has fallen bouncing either directly to a Bronco or bounces off of a Lion player and then falls to the foot of a Bronco, and it just seems that the Broncos want this match a little more. And as I say that, there's a nice 50-50 tackle. Lions win the tackle but lose possession in the process. Buckles looking for Estes' run, plays it through instead for Izzy Ferris, looking for the switch of play, and that's offsides as Izzy Ferris journeyed a little bit too far north. So a free kick to get us back underway. Fairly light bench this evening for the Broncos. Just 4 or 5 bodies over there hanging out in the shade, waiting for their turn on the pitch. JV game before this ended 2-1 in favor of the Broncos, so hoping to see a similar result, at least in terms of the letter that will precede the score. Estes scoops this up. Estes in towards the box. It's blocked away. Rousseau applying pressure. Now Buckles applying pressure. Only 2 Broncos back on the defensive line, and there won't be needed as Buckles picks up the pass from Ferris. And now the Broncos will try to play out of the back to Bergman. Sprague with a nice heavy touch, able to get back onto it amidst pressure. Izzy Ferris trying to send herself forward, instead laying it off for Infante. Rousseau setting a cross in with her right foot, finding Ferris at the top of the box, laying it off for Williams, taking the strike and into the back of the net. This time the flag is down. This time the goal will stand. Elizabeth Williams, number 3, getting the first goal of this matchup in just the 19th minute. And the Broncos pull ahead 1-0 in the 19th minute as the winger Elizabeth Williams, who was denied her first goal due to an offsides call. This time it will stand. This time the Broncos finally have something to show for all of their pressure. And the sophomore adds her name as the first on the score sheets. Surely more is to come for the Broncos, as they were able to utilize our keys to the game of maintaining possession, playing out of the back, and applying that high line of confrontation. Very well done from the Broncos. Immediately after the kickoff, they receive a throw in their attacking half. Heavy throw from Ronnie Ferris, finding Infante, trailing it back to Buckles. Now back forward towards Ferris, intended for Estes, who is about 1.5 acres offside. That's an easy decision for the official on the far side. Good idea there from McKenna Estes, the freshman who's been called into this game a little earlier than usual. She's been used as an attacking alternative for the Broncos all season long, although this time it comes due to an injury. Vogelbacher, the only player sitting on the bench in the sun. Seems as though she may not be returning to this game. Looked like she may have tweaked her ankle. Certainly don't want to speculate too much further than that. Maya Lozano came onto the pitch for Gracie Oppo following that goal. So Maya Lozano now in the left back spot as the Lions clear this ball away. Lozano for Bergman. Back 2. Lozano under pressure, still able to get the pass off. Williams pressing down this near sideline, looking for the cross, sending it in towards the box, and that will bounce a few times and then roll into the possession of Kraus. Kraus with a couple of big saves early on in this game, certainly keeping her team in it. The Broncos, while they've had the majority of the possession and the majority of the pressure in their attacking third, have not been able to have much to show for it. Certainly not in the ways of shots on goal or any of the attacking stats. Rousseau playing as the right winger as she presses forward, able to clear the ball off of the defender and out for a corner kick. Infante will make her way over to that corner. It's time for our Chamber of Connection, which is brought to you by Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, reminding you that to support your community and shop local, keep it up to date with Chamber events by visiting them online at springhillks.org. This corner is put in. Ferris just over her head. Falls to Buckles, who takes the strike. That goes just wide on the far side of the net. Substitution now for the visitors on this goal kick. But the Chamber of Connection, normally at this time, we'd highlight Vogelbacher and Ferris and that striker and right winger positions, trying to tie in those two players, braiding in between each other as they surge forward. But with Vogelbacher out, we're going to instead highlight number 7, Infante, and number 10 and 2, the connection between the Ferris sisters of Izzy and Veronica, and tying in Olivia Infante as well. They've done a nice job of controlling this midfield and leading that line as Ronnie Ferris has been called into a new position for her. Not one that she's completely unfamiliar with, but certainly not one that she's been starting in. Izzy Ferris collects the pass from Infante, sending it forward, looking for her sister Ronnie. There's that Chamber of Connection that we mentioned. All 3 players involved then. Izzy Ferris with space, looking for the strike with the right foot, takes a deflection, and it will go wide. Corner kick for the Broncos. Infante again down, tying her shoes. Maybe want to double knot or apply some tape to those laces. But what can she do? She's so quick in the pace that her laces just want to come untied and billow in the wind behind her heels as she sprints forward into the attack time and time again, as the Broncos continue to gallop freely in their attacking half. Corner kick to be taken by Infante. She sends it in low and hard, finding the foot of Ferris. Returns the pass for Infante, looking for a second offering. This time with her left foot, trails back to Ferris. Rousseau now all the way on this near side. Starting at the right back, she has played right wing, right back, now left back, center back, as she makes her way into the midfield, trying to find her way back to her traditional right back spot. Forward progression from the Broncos goes out of play. Throw in awarded to the visitors. Throw in doesn't ever reach inbounds. Buckles will send it forward. Throw in to be taken by Rousseau. Rousseau is one of those utility players that any team would love to have on their roster, as she can play quite literally anywhere and everywhere, as she has shown here tonight. Williams with the ball, trails for Infante, trying to make a bit of room for herself. Instead, opts for the pass to the far side for Rousseau, cutting back inside Infante. Looking for a strike with her left foot, has the support of Sprague and will take it. Sprague cutting it forward. Williams poking it back to Infante. Good possession here as Williams finds space, looking for the strike with her left foot, cutting it back, and it's blocked away and cleared out. Maya Lozano picks it up before it goes out of play, looking for the cut back. That time it's read well by the Lions, and a throw-in is awarded for the Broncos. Free kick awarded this time for the visitors. They now have a substitute ready to come in, but the center official doesn't see it, and they will have to wait until the next stoppage of play Ferris to Ferris off of Ronnie's head. For Izzy Ferris, she takes a strike. It spins out of play off of the hand of Kraus. Clearly took a deflection off of a defender, but Kraus trying to keep it in play. Another corner kick. This time it will be taken by Ronnie Ferris. Infante saying, I've had enough. I want to get on the end of one of these. You take a turn. So it'll be Ronnie Ferris to take this corner kick. Elizabeth Williams goes to stand with Kraus on the goal line, trying to obstruct the keeper's view. 7 Broncos in and around the box. It is sent in, and it will curl just to the inside of the net. Ferris hasn't had many opportunities to take corner kicks this evening, as that was her first, and she will certainly get warmed up into it. But it's always difficult to get started on a corner kick. But once you have 1 or 2 under your belt, you start to get a feel for how that ball needs to connect with the bottom of your foot, or rather the top. Lions put it back into play off of this goal kick, simply alleviating pressure as Bergman will cut it out. Infante sending it forward. Ferris will be on the end of this. Ronnie Ferris cutting it back on the byline, looking for the cross this time. Sprague was there, chests it forward, and a penalty is called. Well done from Elsie Sprague, trying to get onto the end of it. Made contact with the chest, but was dragged down by the defender. Center official calls for a penalty. The Broncos have a nice opportunity here to double their lead. We'll try to get a closer look at this PK. Elsie, because she drew the foul, has been awarded the penalty. That's not always how it works, but every now and then, if a player is close enough with her teammates, they'll trust her, as the freshman, number 9, wearing number 9, will get a penalty here in the 27th minute, excuse me. Sprague strikes it, and it goes over the bar. Unlucky there for the Broncos, but perhaps this could be a catalyst for their visitors. Unlucky there. Penalties are supposed to be in favor of the shot taker, but not always to be so. Substitution for the Broncos now, as Gracie Appa will check in at the right winger position. McKenna Estes will make way. Goal kick resumes play. Henley holding up play. And that pass is cut out by Izzy Ferris. Deflects forward for Ronnie. Elsie Sprague in towards the box, clearly trying to right the wrong of her penalty kick. Veronica Ferris not wanting to stand in her way. Happy to enable. Deflects wide, though, and will go out for a goal kick. Heavy touch from the Lions, and Sprague will get onto the end of this. She's down after the play, back up to her feet now. Ball takes a deflection and out for, you guessed it, another goal kick. Nearly 30 minutes into this game, and it has been still all Broncos. 10 minutes in, we said it was all Broncos. 20 minutes in, it was all Broncos, and still it's all Broncos. Exactly, you guessed it. Broncos just doing a really nice job of applying pressure. That high line of confrontation, it's clearly having an effect on the psyche of their opponents. Lions at times just simply launching the ball long, but long doesn't always mean far. And almost inevitably, they will concede possession back to the Broncos following this goal kick. It's up, and surely enough, it falls to the feet of Izzy Ferris, looking for a strike with the right foot, instead playing it forward, looking for Sprague. It's deflected back towards Ronnie Ferris, and back to the halfway line where Buckles sends it forward for Russo. It's cut out by Oppo on the far side, instructing traffic that time as Oppo tries to play it forward for Russo. Cut out by Buckles. Lions with a counter-attacking opportunity. Hensley with plenty of space. The first good opportunity here. Bergman's tracking back, able to get back, and amazing work from the goalkeeper, Avery Young, coming all the way to the edge of her box, collecting that, keeping her whole body inside the box. Great effort there from Haley Bergman as well, tracking all the way back, getting in the way of Henley, denying that opportunity. Izzy Ferris noticing she's offsides, allows that ball to roll through for Krause. But the first really strong opportunity, Henley trying to get onto the end of it, is able to, tries to push just past the defenders from the Broncos. Had acres of space in front of her, maybe could have taken a shot a little earlier. Nice sliding tackle there from Izzy Ferris. Bergman for Infante, who's muscled off the ball. Stays with it, though. Foul called in favor of the Lions. Bit chippy in both directions there, but Lions eventually get the call. So free kick to the Lions, essentially on the halfway line. Can they get something going? Lozano cuts out the free kick to Williams, who's looking down line. Beautiful sliding pass for Ferris, who has space. Only one defender to beat. Now two, now three. Although she does have support, sending it to the far side for Oppo. She has LC Sprague at the top of the box. Izzy Ferris is there, just inside the 6. It's blocked away, and that will go out for a goal kick. AR on the far side started the gesture for a corner kick. Center official corrected it. Goes out for a goal kick. Substitutes now for Lansing. Just about 8.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Broncos lead 1-0. Although the scoreline certainly doesn't do this tie much justice, as it has been all girls in purple in possession. Stay one good opportunity for the visitors. Buckles cuts out that forward progression. Rousseau sending it forward for Infante. She's in behind the back line, cutting it back, trying to make some more space. Probably could have just turned on the afterburners as she broke her way in towards the box. Wins out after ceding possession. Rousseau, now Sprague, back to Rousseau, and it's a bit overcooked. Lansing clearing it all the way back to Lozano. Williams with a nice cutout, looking for the strike with the right foot. Instead lays it off for Ferris on her right foot this time. Back of the net, and she's offside. So 2 goals from the Broncos called offside. Sorry, heavy wind there as I lost control of the camera, but offside is the call. So 2 goals scored, called offside by the center official. That offsides call was just by a fraction. Rousseau to Buckles. Good pressure from Lansing, although Buckles still comes away with it. Rousseau sending it forward. Great lofted ball intended for Oppo, and that will go all the way out of bounds, out of play for a goal kick. It's a lovely evening here, a little bit of wind, but all in all, clear blue skies, no sign of a storm. Lovely warm 64. It's a little bit more chilly in the wind, but it is a perfect night for soccer. Not enough wind to affect the ball all that much. Rousseau into the final third for the Broncos. Good defensive physicality there from Lansing. That ball is set to go out of play for a corner kick and will do so despite the efforts of Josie Denny. Corner kick awarded to the Broncos with about 6 minutes remaining here at the Spring Hill Activity Center, where the home team lead the visitors 1-0. Spring Hill with the corner kick. Sending it in towards the 6. It bounces right on the top of the 6. Bounces through everybody and out of play. Another great ball from Olivia Infante goes begging, as the visitors will make a pair of substitutes. We appreciate you tuning in here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics. Izzy Ferris cuts out the goal kick. Now it's Williams on the near side. Back for Infante. That pass is broken up, but Lozano wins out. Infante with space. Could take the strike on her right foot. Opts to pull it back. Lays it off for Lozano. Sending it up for Williams. It will go out of play for Broncos throw. Williams. Good idea there, trying to turn herself in towards the box, sending the ball in with it. Lions simply clearing the ball out of play. Good shielding there from Bergman. Lozano gets us back underway, and that throw-in is blocked out for another. Just 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Broncos trying to ramp up the pace of play, trying to double their advantage. Strong away contingent here for the traveling Lions as they try to garner on some emotion from their team on the pitch. Not much in the way of opportunities in their attacking half, although nothing that a bit of a rousing chant can't shift. Good idea with the forward pass, cut out by Lozano, but good strength from the Lions to win it back. Well, Infante is there to cut it out in the midfield. Sprague has Oppo on the far side. Forward pass intended for Ferris. Izzy's header is cut out. And the Lions with their second good opportunity and one too many cutouts as it is stolen away by Lozano. Williams to Infante. Forward for Izzy Ferris. Onside, and there goes the flag. So Izzy Ferris offside yet again. There's a bit of a late flag, which at the professional level we're used to with the addition of the video-assisted referee. But at this level, a delayed flag is typically just due to the indecision of an official. Although it was the right call, she was offside. Just had to mull it over a little bit before actually raising the flag. Bergman plays it out amid pressure from the Lions. Lansing trying to reel in their opposition. Right before half, just 2 minutes left. Sprague cuts out the throw-in. To the far side for Oppo, who sends it forward looking for Ronnie Ferris. Acres of space. She's onside, looking for the strike with her left foot. Takes it with her right into the back of the net, and that's two. Number 2 scores the second here with just under 2 minutes remaining. Ronnie Ferris adds her name to the score sheet. Broncos now lead 2-0 in the 38th minute of play. They double their advantage. Certainly bringing the scoreline far closer to what it should have been early on. So a goal for number 2 and a goal for number 3 in the 19th and then the 38th minute as the Broncos pull ahead by double their initial advantage. Back underway here as Lansing try to counterattack quickly off of this kickoff. Infante, who has been a rock in the middle of the park, sends it forward for Williams. She's in acres of space this time. Looking for the strike with her right foot. Major save from Kraus. Great save from the away keeper. And now the Lions trying to get a counterattack going. Unsuccessful. Buckles cuts it out, finding Rousseau. Into the middle for Sprague. Rousseau cutting it back. A bit of a nutmeg there. Nice bit of individual skill. Oppo was running onto it. Ferris tells her you're offside. Cuts onto it again. And that's in the back of the net. I'm at loss for words. 2 goals for number 2 in under 1 minute. Goals in the 38th and the 39th minute for Veronica Ferris. In a game that was certainly going in favor of the Broncos. Now actually shows it on the scoreline, 3-0 to the home team. Fantastic counterattack. Both teams trying to get something going with just seconds left on the clock. Broncos able to get one thing going and then another. 2 goals for Veronica Ferris in just under 1 minute. If you look at the score sheet, it'll say 38th and 39th, which technically is 2 minutes, but if you look at the actual amount of time in between the goals, it was something closer to 50 seconds. Lions trying to force their way into the back of the net. Bergman doing a nice job of using her body to shield this ball out of play. Out for a goal kick. Avery Young will sap the final seconds off of the clock. Won't even have a chance to take this goal kick, as that will be the end of the first half. Broncos 3, Lansing nothing. We will be right back with the halftime show for you right here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked for more varsity girls soccer action right after this.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
Go Brawley allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawley.com to learn more.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health, because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
First Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back to the Spring Hill Activity Center. I'm Tristan Jordan. I'm on the call and camera for this evening's matchup between the Spring Hill Broncos and the Lansing Lions here on Spring Hill Sports Live. The halftime score is Broncos 3, Lions 0. And that has certainly still not even done this match justice. It was 1-0 with 2 minutes to go in this first half. And then a brace for Veronica Ferris here on senior night as the senior gets back-to-back goals and back-to-back minutes wearing the number 2 jersey. Welcome to the Halftime Show, which is brought to you by Michael Gran at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. Thank you to Michael Gran and Farm Bureau Financial Services for sponsoring this halftime show, which really, there's not much to say other than Broncos, because that is all that the first half was. It was just pressure after pressure and chance after chance. The Broncos drawing that early line of confrontation high up the pitch in their attacking third almost in a way just as soon as the ball is put back into play after being cleared away. From either team, the Broncos are right back onto it, winning every single 50-50 ball. They're the first to every spare ball. They're winning it in the physical battle. They're winning it on every single side of the pitch, and it's hard to see that this game won't get more out of hand than it did in the final 2 minutes of the first half with goals from Ronnie Ferris back-to-back. First goal, of course, coming from Elizabeth Williams in the 19th minute. The Broncos could do a little bit better in staying onside. 2 goals called offside, so it could certainly be a lot worse if the Lansing defenders weren't doing a better job in their defensive half in terms of stepping forward, drawing the attackers offline, although that same offsides trap is the reason for Veronica's pair of goals going into the halftime whistle. So we'll be right back with some more halftime show on Spring Hill Sports Live. Keep it right here.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle hauling and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-5573.
Hello and welcome back to the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show here at the Spring Hill Activity Center. Our halftime score is Broncos 3, Lions 0, and the Broncos coming back into the second half will have their eye on the game, which is brought to you by Weitzel Optometry Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with Weitzel Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020 and be sure to ask them about the 2020 rule. So the eye on the game for the second half will be placed firmly on Veronica Ferris if she comes back in that striker spot, that attacking 9, that furthermost point in the attacking spear for the Broncos. If she will be able to continue her good run of form, she is on hat trick watch. I repeat, alert. We are on hat trick watch with Veronica Ferris. 2 goals at the end of the first half means that she is just 1 away from a hat trick. Can she get her hat trick here this evening? I don't know, but we will certainly be keeping our eye on that in this second half. So we'll be right back with more Spring Hill Sports Live right after this.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
And welcome back to the Spring Hill Activity Center. Score is 3-0. Clock is reset for the second half, and the Broncos are slowly making their way back out onto the pitch. Head coach Eric Schwartz still giving instructions to the center back pairing of Haley Bergman and Ella Buckles. Some last-minute instructions, bit of encouragement for his attackers as well, saying let's not take our foot off the gas. Let's keep it pedal to the metal. We should be up by far more than just 3 goals. We can do it by more than just that. Certainly pushing for potentially a mercy rule here, as they were able to get one against Bonner Springs here last Thursday. They were almost on the verge of it against Ottawa, but they will certainly try to apply the pressure to get a third. They had another mercy rule with Tonganoxie here early in the season, so looking to apply that pressure more and more as this match grows on. So 40 minutes on the clock, 3-0 is the score. Broncos getting a few touches on the ball as we wait for the officials to get set for this second half. Both teams have returned to the pitch. We are just about ready to get underway. Remember to keep your eye on the game on Veronica Ferris. She is on hat trick watch. I repeat, she is on hat trick watch. 2 goals in just under a minute, at the end of the first half. She will get us back underway as Peyton Vogelbacher still unfit to return to play. A shame for the Broncos, as she has been a stalwart at the striker spot, but taking the bench early due to an injury on one of the first attacks for the Broncos. Early possession is won by the visitors and then cleared away by Lozano, who gets the start at the left back spot for the second half. She started on the bench this evening. Oppo started in the left back position, but with the injury to Vogelbacher, Estes came on, then was pulled off. Oppo then put at that left wing spot, which traditionally belongs to Veronica Ferris, who, of course, on hat trick watch. I'm going to keep saying it because it's pretty rare at this level to have a player get a hat trick. But Ferris taking over at the striker position, wearing the captain's armband this evening. Oppo gets us back underway following this throw-in. Buckles under heavy pressure from Henley, who's able to win out. Her central ball is cut away by Izzy Ferris. Lozano tries to block it. Ball just pinging around now. Neither team seems to want to maintain possession, and Lozano will try to clear it back in towards the middle of the park as we are very comfortable with this left side of the pitch. Broncos in the first half attacking in this direction. Unusual for them to be in the defensive position here, and that is offsides as Veronica Ferris tries to toe the defensive line, but was offside by about a yard. Good call by the assistant official on the near side. So free kick awarded to the visitors. They will get us back underway here. First free kick of the second half. Ball sent forward, tries to bounce off the foot of Henley, but Buckles was there, uses her physicality nicely. Ball goes out of play after a nice clearance from Lozano. Quickly taking this throw in. Bergman trying to step in. Central ball won by Buckles. Infante. Great first half from number 7. A couple of really nice corner kicks lofted perfectly in towards the 6. Nobody was able to take advantage of them. She has been a monster in the midfield, winning every 50-50 ball and winning some balls that were more of a 90-10, muscling her opponent off of possession. Good forward pass from Rousseau. Oppo not able to keep it in play. Did her best to do so. Finally rolls over the end line. Throw-in awarded to the visitors. Sturmer takes it quickly. It's bouncing off a teammate. Rousseau picks it up. Her forward progression blocked by the face of Sturmer. Buckles looking for Oppo. Trails it for Rousseau. Looking for a run. Nice high line there from the visitors. Ferris able to win out. In towards the box. Looking for her hat trick, and she will have it. Hat trick watch called off. It's now a warning. Ferris, Veronica Ferris, number 2, with 3 goals in quick succession. One after halftime, but 2 immediately after the other. And a phenomenal job from the winger turned striker here, as she is in an unfamiliar position, but you certainly would not know it from watching her this evening, as she has goals in the 38th, 39th, and then in the 43rd as well. So a hat trick for the Broncos striker, Veronica Ferris, sending it forward now, trying to get an assist as well. Sending it forward for Oppo, who does well to maintain possession, trailing it all the way back for Russo. Back up to Oppo. Back to Rousseau, trying to cut her way in towards the box. Will lose out. Still applying pressure nicely, though. Lays a heavy tackle after losing possession, and the captain concedes a free kick. Lions will get this play back underway. Second free kick for the Lions in this second half. But what a goal from Veronica Ferris. Her first attempt in behind the back line was caught off sides. Clearly some more coaching instruction was given to the Lions back line, as they are doing a nice job of keeping a high line on their back line, which let them down at the end of the first half, but immediately they're able to catch another offside, and then it let them down again as another counterattacking goal was awarded to Veronica Ferris. Lions getting an opportunity this time, and a weak shot that time. And doesn't even challenge Young. Unlucky from the Lions. They did well to get that opportunity. And that ball off the boot of Young finds Ferris to Izzy Ferris. Veronica Ferris onside in. Only the keeper to beat. Sidesteps the keeper and open net, and that's 4. Ferris with 4 goals in under 10 minutes. Obviously, there's a halftime in there, but my word. Potentially, Vogelbacher has some competition up at the top of the attack. Veronica Ferris receives the pass from her sister Izzy, and the Ferris wheel is in high effect here this evening. Ferris to make it 5. Veronica Ferris with 4 of her own. Just moments after scoring in the 43rd, she scores again in the 45th. Something about number 2 and scoring just 2 minutes apart. Can she have a 5th? Will head coach Eric Schwartz allow her to have a 5th? Will he potentially bench her and put on a member of the backup brigade? Who knows? Maybe he'll allow her to stay out there trying to get back to that 10-goal deficit, which after 40 minutes of play is a mercy rule. Certainly not close to that yet, although Infante holds her pass nicely, intending for the run of Williams, who is able to collect. Ferris dropping nicely off the back of the center backs. It finds Ferris, and it's blocked away just in front of her. Williams regains possession, back for Infante, taking it to the far touchline. Her forward pass is blocked away. Henley. Bergman steps up, regains possession for the Broncos. Infante trying to get the ball to Williams on the far side. Not quite able to match up the pass with the run. Opts to send it to the other sideline. Buckles having to now play defense. Henley applying high pressure, as does the midfield for the Lions. Rousseau, beautiful curling ball, trying to put that back in play. Throw in awarded for the Broncos on this near side touch line. Captain will get us back underway as Rousseau finds Oppo. Rousseau sidesteps the blocking defender, takes a deflection off of the second, out for another throw-in, taken quickly by Rousseau. Sprague trying to send it central. It goes out for another throw-in. Oppo will take this one. Oppo looking for Veronica Ferris. Will find her. Ferris trying to send it across. It will get deflected out for a corner kick. And Ferris will take this one. Ferris took one corner kick in the first half. Didn't quite make it into the box. This time it bounces off of the hands of Kraus, who sends it in towards the box, keeping it in play. And the header from Williams sends it wide. Good opportunity there. Questionable goalkeeping. Although it is harmless in the end. Ball back in play for the Lions. Falls to Buckles. To Rousseau. Buckles. Into the midfield, finding Sprague. Heavy touch there, but able to find Rousseau on the tackle. Referee calls advantage for the home team. Veronica Ferris onside, takes a strike with the right foot. Bobbling collection from Kraus, but holds onto it in the end. Good opportunity there from the Spring Hill Broncos as they try to force their way down this near side touchline. And traditionally from the Broncos, we see them wanting to send it more up the middle of the pitch, utilizing that strong midfield in years past. But this season and here tonight, we've seen them shifting their mentality, using more of the wings to garner their attacking opportunities. Certainly paying off, though, allowing their wingers to be comfortable in possession. As Veronica Ferris, traditionally a winger, in that striker position here this evening following an injury to Vogelbacher. Gets the call up to be the 9. Oppo tries to hold it up, lay it off for Rousseau. Another throw in, but this one's for the Broncos. Good pressure there from Gracie Oppo. As I mentioned in the first half, there is a strong away contingent here for Lansing, and a great forward ball from Izzy Ferris. Finding Oppo, sending it forward, looking for Veronica Ferris, looking for the strike with her left foot, and a nice slide tackle there from Lansing to put it out of play. Oppo puts it back in to Sprague. Sending it forward for Williams, who's able to get there. And it's in the back of the net. Williams with her first. And by first, I mean first of the half, because obviously she has 2 on the night. Red alert, red alert. The sky is turning pink on the horizon, and we are in a red alert here, which means, you guessed it, another hat trick watch. Broncos with 6 now. A brace for Elizabeth Williams, number 3, as the sophomore gets her second on the evening. In the 51st minute, we are back underway. Head coach Eric Schwartz not showing any signs of letting off the gas. Veronica Ferris back in behind the defense. Ball on her right foot, her favorite right foot, and it goes over the bar. Good idea there, trying to send it, but potentially off the bottom of the crossbar, going for a bar down shot. Goes over the bar, however. Couple of substitutions here for the visitors as Lansing tries to get some fresh feet on the pitch. Following 3 early goals from the Broncos. 3 goals in the first half entirely, and 3 goals for the Broncos in the second half in just 10 minutes in. So a hat trick +1 for Veronica Ferris and a brace so far for Elizabeth Williams. And I say so far because the Broncos just seem like they are going to get goal after goal in this second half. It's been a theme this season for the Broncos. They score only a few in the first half, and then in the second half they really apply the pressure and don't allow their opponents to get much of anything going, really start to execute. There's a player down after that tackle in the middle of the play. This is Olivia Infante, who's down, back up to her feet. Players looking to the sideline. McKenna Estes comes to the touchline, ready to check in. Olivia Infante clearly A-OK to continue, although head coach Eric Schwartz not wanting to take any chances will put Estes on. Infante comes off. Free kick awarded to the Broncos. Bergman will simply opt to maintain possession. So the substitution of of Infante off will mean that Williams will come into the midfield. McKenna Estes will go to that left wing. And Buckles plays it to the near side, intended for Oppo. It goes out of play for a throw-in for the visitors. So potentially stunting the opportunity for a hat trick for Elizabeth Williams as she tucks into the midfield. Although, given the fluidity of the attack from the Broncos, if Jessica Russo has been anything but anything to an example, then certainly a hat trick could still be on the cards for Williams. Oppo in behind the back line, cutting it back, laying it off for Sprague. Could take the shot with the right. Back to Oppo. It takes a deflection. That will go towards the byline, but collected before it goes out of play for a corner kick. Oppo applying pressure. Lansing dribbles out of pressure. Her forward pass goes out of play. Throw-in awarded to the home team. Oppo has Ferris. Of course, there's no offsides on throw-ins. Ferris sending it in towards the box. It's free for anyone. Izzy Ferris able to get a touch to it, but it's dribbled away by the visitors. Buckles cuts it out, though, to Bergman. Lozano receiving a bit of instruction from the sideline. Turns around just in time to receive the ball. Good forward pass there from Sprague, finding Oppo, who tries to send it forward for Ferris. one of the two sisters, as they were both in that front line. Lozano tracking back. Doing well under pressure from two defenders. Bergman steps in, breaks up the play, but the ball is still loose on the far side. Lansing will keep it in play and bounce it off of Lozano out for a Lansing throw. Olivia Infante ready to check back in for the Broncos, although this throw-in is not their own, so they will have to wait a little longer. Ball sent in towards the box, blocked away by Russo. Good pressure there from Veronica Ferris. You'd think she'd be a little tired after scoring 4 goals, but still ferocious in defense. Good strength there from Oppo. Forces the ball out of play for a throw-in, but in the process denies that forward progression. Throw-in for Lansing. Deflection off of Russo. Deflected away this time by Buckles. Deep strike from the middle of the park from Lansing as they try to get something going. This is the best spell we've seen from the Lions. Good pressure from Oppo. Regains possession only for a moment. Rousseau finally cutting it out. Ferris playing it forward for Sprague, who has the runs of Oppo and Ferris, Veronica Ferris that is. Goes out of play, and that will see number 10, Izzy Ferris, come off. As Olivia Infante will check back in. So Elizabeth Williams will tuck into the attacking midfielder role. Switching to more of a dual pivot 10 with a single 6, or a dual pivot 8, depending on how you want to look at these numbers. It means you're going to have a triangle in the midfield for the Broncos that faces their goal. Handball called by the center official on Buckles. Ball was still rolling as it was put back into play, so official calls for the ball to reset. Back to the spot of the handball. Free kick for the visitors. Decent opportunity. It goes begging, though, as Young collects that off the bounce. No problems. Putting her boot through it. Back towards the top line. It bounces over Sprague and finds Ferris. Great ball in behind from Williams. Finds Oppo. Trails it back for Ferris. Ferris looking for Williams at the top of the box. Trying to help her get that hat trick. Ball deflected away. Buckles now forced to get back in defense. She clears it away, denying the opportunity from the opposition. Throw in for the Lions in their attacking third. Crowd growing more and more restless as time ticks on. Just 22 minutes remaining in this tie. 6-0 is the score in favor of the Broncos. If you're just joining us here on Spring Hill Sports Live, we appreciate you doing so. But how much you have missed. 4 goals for Veronica Ferris, 2 for Elizabeth Williams, brings us to 6-0. Ferris looking for Williams' run. Just slightly overcooks it, although with the deflection, it falls back to Williams. Infante applying pressure, forcing Kraus to come all the way to the edge of her box to collect. Good goalkeeping there from Brianna Kraus. Lions trying to get something going in the attack. It's cut out by Lozano. And then blocked away, out for a throw-in off of the foot of Bergman. Throw-in awarded to the visitors. In case you couldn't hear that parent on the sideline, there are just about 20 minutes remaining as the Lions try to mount what would be an astonishing comeback. Down 6 to even tie at this point would be remarkable, especially against a team who has been as strong in defense this season as the Broncos. Only allowing 31 goals in their 15 games. It's roughly a goal or two a game with my quick math, which is certainly not great. Average of 2 goals against, I believe, with my quick mental math. Although math was never my strong suit. A substitution here for Lansing in their back line. Young puts the ball back in play after the goal kick. And that pass out of the midfield is just a bit too heavy. Buckles cuts it out. Finds Russo to Sprague. Now Infante, nice pullback to get out of pressure. Sending it forward for Williams, and it's a bit too soft. Lansing going the opposite direction now. Good pressure from Infante to win back. 1-2 passing in the middle of the park. Infante sending the run of Estes. She's not going to be able to get there. She looks like she held her run just slightly right as the pass was being played. Good awareness, though, from Infante to send that ball in the first place. Throw in for the Broncos in their attacking third. Williams receives it. Back to Lozano. Possession is ceded in the process. Good step from Gracie. Forces the turnover. Russo looking for Sprague up top. She's onside. Sprague able to still be on the ball despite the defensive pressure. Sprague back to Russo. Before it's finally poked away and out for a throw-in. And that frustration from Russo is just the perfect embodiment of the mentality of this Broncos team. Even up 6 goals, they still want more. They're hungry for more. Foul call there on Buckles. Free kick awarded to Lansing. Big free kick that time, and it will bounce all the way to Buckles in the back line for Spring Hill. Sends it forward for Rousseau. Rousseau and Oppo seem to have switched positions in an on-pitch discussion. Pushing Oppo into the back line at the right back position, and Rousseau up to the front. Ball put back in play by Lansing. Good pressure by the Broncos in the middle of the park. Buckles finds Rousseau. Sending it down this near sideline. It goes off of the defender. Out for a throw-in. Williams was towing that back line, trying to get the throw forward from Rousseau. It goes out for another one. Rousseau takes a bit of a knock following that foul. Williams receives the throw-in this time, and a miscommunication there from Rousseau. Good idea from the two girls in purple. Just not quite on the same page there. Ball passed out of play by Lansing. Throw in this time awarded to the Broncos. And again, cleared away. Broncos gaining minimal ground, but ground nonetheless. Rousseau tries to turn to keep it in play, but notice the deflection. It goes out for another Broncos throw. In their attacking third, deep in their attacking third now. Oppo sends it in towards the box. Bounces off a few defenders. Infante's there applying the pressure. Bergman steps forward to try to cut out that ball, but in the process creates a hole. Buckles now having to come all the way over to deny this. Lansing had 3 runners forward, 1 on the ball, 2 on the far side. Could have played it sooner and maybe would have had an opportunity. Buckles doing a great job defensively one-on-one, cutting off that pass and then earning the free kick as a result of the play. Phenomenal defending from Ella Buckles. Madison Gosney, number 5 for Lansing, didn't start the match, but has been the focal point of their attack on the right side of the pitch, having several good counterattacking opportunities. Not able to have any of them come to fruition. Estes. And advantage was allowed for the Broncos from the center official, but eventually they gave up possession, lost out, following the aggressive tackle in midfield. Free kick awarded. Buckles to Bergman. Lozano to Infante, and that will go off of Lansing out for a throw-in. What we're noticing here from the Broncos is high-intensity passing in an effort to get attacking opportunities, but at the same time, it's certainly not a bad idea to simply kill the clock at times with the amount of passing that they're able to get going. But the Lions doing a much better job in the second half following those first 10 minutes or so. In the last 10 to 15 minutes, they've done a nice job of denying any type of true goal-scoring opportunity. Only 1 or 2 opportunities in total for the Broncos following that 6th goal, but nothing where Kraus was challenged too heavily. Good idea, 1-2 passing there from Williams to Rousseau, and back again, but the back again was not meant to be. Foul this time on Infante. She will win a free kick in the center of the park. All 10 field players are in the attacking half now for the Broncos. They put it back into play off a free kick from Bergman. Estes with the ball in the attacking third. Just on the edge of the box, lays it back for Infante, who has a defender on her back, is unaware of it, and loses out. Oppo collects to Bergman. Sprague in the midfield. And back forward where Rousseau is offside. Free kick awarded to the Lions. The Lions have had their best spell here in the last 15 minutes, as I mentioned. While not exactly able to get too many opportunities themselves in the attack. As I say that, here goes Gosney. Good shielding there after the tackle to win the throw-in. Lozano thinking otherwise, and then affirmed is the call by the AR on the far side. Throw-in for the Lions. Goes over their attacker's head. Buckles collects, but a weak pass out from the back. A strike from distance. Good effort there from Josie Denny, the captain, number 15 for the Lions here this evening. Collected simply by Avery Young, who puts her boot through it to put it back in play. Bounces right in front of Rousseau. Cleared to the feet of Sprague. Now Rousseau back to Sprague. Infante. To Bergman. Broncos doing a nice job of simply maintaining possession here, trying to send it forward for Veronica Ferris, who's able to stay on side. Now Jessica Rousseau, able to get onto the through pass. Looking for her cross, sends it with her right foot, hits the back of the head of the defender. That will be a stoppage of the clock and of the play. Head injury is the call on the field. She's down, but quickly back up again and hit the back of her head. Not wanting to take any chances here for Melanie Sturmer, As head coach Seth Hemker comes all the way out to walk her off the pitch. She seems to be fine walking off the pitch, but head injuries are always a scary thing that you don't want to risk anything unintentional occurring. Obviously, all injuries are unintentional in the sport of soccer, but every now and then, just want to take full precaution with a head injury. So a drop ball will get us back underway. Sprague cuts out the drop ball. Infante. Bergman. High on the pitch is Bergman. Looking for Estes on the far side. Infante in towards the box, taking a strike with her left foot into the hands of Kraus. Not a bad effort there. Arguably the best of the half following the 3 goals in the first 11 minutes. Good pressure from Oppo. Although Denny still wins out and then concedes possession. Young comes out to the tip of her box, putting it back into play. Good awareness there from Williams. Able to keep the ball in on the far side are the Lions. Lozano steps to it and blocks it out for a throw-in in favor of the visitors. Neither team with substitutions with 10 minutes to go. The Broncos' hopes of getting a mercy rule are slowly fading away, although with 2 goals in 2 minutes and then 3 goals in 10 minutes, it's certainly not outside of the realm of possibility. McKenna Estes, forward for Ferris. Nice 1-2 passing, and the return pass is not met. Lansing trying to pull one back. It's cut out by Buckles. Infante, forward for Ferris, and that pass drifts a little too close to the defender, Anya Anderson. Throw-in awarded to Lansing. Lansing 6-6-1 on the season. If this result holds, their .500 record will dip just below to 6-7-1. Draws at this level are fairly rare, so it's interesting to see one every now and again because it means that they have to go through not only 1 period of extra time, but 2. With no goals scored, and it is golden goal rule in this high school level in Keisha's rules. Pass from Bergman's cut out. Lansing with an opportunity. Avery Young all the way out to the tip of her box. Lansing could pull one back, and the strike is just wide. Young came all the way out, made the initial save, but didn't collect it. Ball was free in the box, and the strike from Williams, her left foot sent it wide. Not even close to the goal face. Lucky break that time from the Broncos. Unfortunate for the Lions not to pull one back. Although it's hard to see it being much more than a consolation goal at this point. Despite the scoreline, Lions have done a nice job in this second half, getting more opportunities in the last 30 minutes than the entirety of the first half. Good idea there from Williams, intended for Ferris, who's able to win the throw-in on the near side. Rousseau puts the ball back into play for Sprague. Back to Rousseau. Keeps it in, and not so, says the official on the near side. Anderson will take the throw in. A deep throw headed back in towards Rousseau by Oppo. Oppo again denying the forward progression as this ball will roll out of play. Foul called by the center official for a free kick just on the attacking half side of halfway line in favor of the visitors. That was about the most roundabout way I could have said that. Free kick for Lansing. Put in towards the box. It bounces. There's an attacker in pursuit, but not before Young gets there to collect. Distributes quickly to Oppo. Back to Sprague. Pass was just behind her. Stunts the progression momentarily, but Russo on the ball now. Beautiful ball for Ferris, who's able to get a touch to it. Gets blocked back into the path of Infante. Williams towing the attacking line. Infante finally sending it forward for Estes, who was offside. Just under 6 minutes remaining here as the clock starts to wind down. Our eye of the game for this second half was on Veronica Ferris, coming into the second half on hat trick watch. Quickly getting off of the watch and onto the list of hat tricks. Veronica Ferris this time offside. Bit of miscommunication there from Russo and Ferris. Despite the uneven scoreline, clearly some chinks still in the armor of this attack for the Broncos. Anderson puts the ball back in play. Lansing. It's blocked away by Buckles. Sprague sending it forward for Ferris. Looking for her fifth on the evening. Russo in as well. The strike from Ferris. It bounces off of the post and back into play. Anderson collecting. Back forward, trying to get a counterattack going. They do have a match for numbers. And that match goes away quickly as Williams able to cut it out in the midfield. Denny. Cuts it in towards the middle of the park. Buckles cuts it away. Lozano forward for Ferris, and Rousseau is offsides. And those two still not on the same page. Initially it was Rousseau passing it forward for the offside Ferris. This time it's the onside Ferris for the offside Rousseau. Back underway. Headed once by Oppo. Forced to clear it away to the near side. Throw in the attacking third for the visitors. Just over 3 minutes remain. Substitution will be made for the Lions as they try to pull back what will surely be a consolation goal if they're able to make it happen. Good shielding from Oppo, despite the strong effort from J.C. Burris, the left winger for Lansing. Unable to keep it in play, though. Avery Young puts it back into play quickly. Sprague on the ball. Under pressure from Burris. Good strength from Sprague. Williams sending it forward. And more miscommunication between Ferris and Rousseau. Ferris able to win out on the tackle. Still Ferris. Surging in towards the box. Sending it across the face of net. Intended for Williams or McKenna Estes. It's blocked out for a throw-in. But a great ball into the box from Ferris. Broncos trying to get one more here. Just 2 minutes remaining. Sprague down after the tackle. Throw in will be taken by Oppo. In towards the box. Sprague with a bit of skill. And an awkward tackle there. Denny down after the play. That heel of Sprague, as she tried to stunt the forward progression, certainly stunted a bit more than what she intended. I think if this was a bit earlier in the match, we may see a yellow card for that tackle, but seeing as it's in its feigning moments, no need to issue a yellow here. Everybody's aware of what happened. It was an accident. Play is back on. Buckles blocks away the initial free kick. Burris in pursuit. Buckles hot on her tail. And offside is Burris. Denny still favoring her shoulder following that collision. Not offsides, but a free kick as Anya Anderson comes forward. Under a minute remaining here. Anderson opts for the shot. It will bounce once before being collected by Avery Young. Checks the clock and then takes her time to put it back into play. Puts it hard towards the back line. Collected by Anderson. Bit too physical for the center official's liking as Rousseau draws another foul. 30 seconds now. Anderson wasting no time getting it back in play. Headed up by Bergman. Bounces once, and then again. Denny able to win. Switches field to the far side. Lozano's having none of it. Has Estes forward. She will make that pass. Just 10 seconds remaining now. Good strength from the middle of the park from Lansing. Estes still on the possession, though. Good forward pass to Lozano. Back to Estes, and that will be our ball game. Following a match that wasn't exactly tightly run. A goal for what felt like the entirety of the first half, then a brace just before halftime, and 3 quick goals in the opening 11 minutes of the second half. We'll see our score line at 6 goals for the home team, 0 goals for the visitors. We'll be right back with the post-game show right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com. When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573. Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos!
And welcome back to the Spring Hill Activity Center here for this evening's final score between the Spring Hill Broncos, 6 goals over the Lansing Lions, 0 goals. A pretty one-sided affair here, which we'll talk about in our post-game show, which is brought to you by Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. Thank you to Shoemaker Collision and Collision Repair and Paint Center for sponsoring our post-game show, which there's not a whole lot to talk about here this evening, folks, as it is all Broncos, 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 Broncos. As we said in the halftime show, not much change in the second half, although the Lions did start to get a little bit more structure in their defense. They did a nice job of taking in the pressure from the Broncos following the early 3 goals in the first 11 minutes of the second half from Ferris and Williams. The scorers on the evening are those two ladies in purple. Elizabeth Williams with goals in the 19th and the 51st minute, and then Veronica Ferris with 4 goals on the evening, 38th, 39th, 43rd, and 45th minutes. Obviously, there's a halftime in between there, but certainly impressive for anyone to get quick goals like that. And all 4 of them came in similar fashions, towing the line of the defenders. Although the Broncos did have some issues staying onside, Ferris was able to stay onside at least 4 times, and each and every time she did, it turned into a goal for Veronica Ferris, the senior here on senior night. So for the seniors, good luck next year, and we appreciate you all tuning in for us here on Spring Hill Sports Live for what has been an exciting season. Still one more match on the docket, assuming there, at least for the regular season, there may be some postseason games in the future here for the Broncos, but Spring Hill have one more game on Thursday, so we will see what happens there. But other than that, that will do it for us here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Tristan Jordan. Y'all have a great evening.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School Sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.